My ancient seminars in Famani, Beshas, Eddie, African Mampany, Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Neonone, a Yipasohene, actually said Nipa Makumako, Tria, or far, a Yumishemu, Quenchiemu, Ewu, ya, and then you see John Quan Crackrasset or mine, Ujina, Nana Swana, what then some out to John Mampany, Casa, na Watton Kra, na face Ukrano, a Nipa, one more Ephraim Woody, one dance here, Bacono. Okokuwie se asemwa ono betima kan se ewu ase ni pay ewu yi sebe ento asomu na eni kwase nke esi kura nso obo ade hyehye na mana kobasa.
Though I'm sure that individually and collectively our nation will continue to mourn as we find ways to hold tightly the memories of these men and to honor their legacies. There's no making sense of what happened. Despite whatever technical reasons or official explanations an investigation will yield, a loss of this magnitude and in this manner will never make sense to the grieving heart. What we can do, each of us in our own way, as we try to come to terms with this tragic loss, is to move in the direction of peace within our communities and families, having been reminded of how fragile life can be. Also, we can embrace the vision we shared with our fallen brothers for a stronger and more prosperous homeland.
Enti Ghana Mampany John Dramani Mahama na kyerɛsɛ woi odwene ho a onte ase na nyade so beto asomo ma bibia sebe ne kra edi awerɛho ɛwɔde asie mu na yenyina mu no yenhwɛ sɛ yebegyina pintin ɛde ama wo mu a ate atɔ no na ɔmampani eguso a wo kasa no ekudum pempenso bi no kyerɛ sɛ wo akiri abasobɔ a wokɔ asra adwuma ne ya hobambo nwumekuo no mu a ɛwɔ mu no obegyina naso ne tumi sɛ mampani ahyɛ asra adom no panimpa sɛ saa asrafo miensa a wo wu yayae yempagya won dibre mu na wo wu achi no ayanimonyam hye ama wo mu ene wabusua.
Promotions in our armed forces are never given lightly, and posthumous promotions are the highest mark of respect for duty performed even unto death. Accordingly, I have approved the following. Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala is promoted to the rank of Wing Commander. Flying Officer Manan Chum Ampedu is promoted to the rank of Flight Lieutenant. Sergeant Ernest Adomensa is promoted to the rank of Flight Sergeant. These are not just symbolic gestures. They represent the rightful place these officers have earned in our Republic's roll of honor, and the benefits due to their families will be reflected in these new ranks. The Chief of the Defense Staff will oversee the ceremonial presentation of the posthumous promotion insignias to their families.
Enti enye abodin keke ne de ama ne mum ehwo adodode bia esefata akachire osa ban ede ema no sa di bere foforo yi eso ne mpanifo begina na wode sa adodode no ama wono abusua nti na emu ensem eno no omampani enkasa yi kasa to aso se ema sa de hie eja wono mo ewachiri wono mo ebehia somufo de omusu kire no a womo ne suo ba sebe ahohia bremu oboafo a wodwane anase wato nananum eja wo mu yi obofotuo bi e de ahwe won mo ma ekosi bra wonsa ebeso wachi.
The Children's Support Fund for the children of the victims of the 6th August helicopter crash, as it has officially been named, will cover education from primary school through to tertiary or technical training, healthcare including medical insurance and specialized care where required, and welfare support, clothing, shelter, and essential living expenses. I wish to express my thanks to the Stanbic Bank that has opened an account with an initial contribution of 500,000 Ghana cedis. Government will make an immediate seed contribution to this fund and will operationalize and publish a detailed framework of the Children's Support Fund within the next 30 days. My office will ensure that the Children's Support Fund is sustained for the long term with annual public reporting on how it has been used.
Ghana Mampanyin's Excellency John Dramani Mahama du baby na ho se bema yemre supo ehine ne nkasa emu no na oso kire ne mema ye na wetimi amana no asi ono no ansa no bekasa no na omampani abedi akire ye maame Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman abekasa ose enipa susu nemum Nyankopon ene ye ade nyina nti de asie bia no su se Nyankopon ne nwuma ne bia na ya na bi ho a edene so bebisa ho asem ono nso kasae kire nipa ya hwere ani sunsuanso ewo men so na fe so kra no ekwanso kusekuse ne dwodwoa ode ema wom.
Yes, this is one more time to remind ourselves that man proposes, God disposes. My colleagues, I wish all of you peaceful rest. I thank each one of you for your examples of selflessness, commitment to duty, and your abiding belief in the ability of our country to be better for all of us. I pray that we can all gather the strength to say and believe with the hymnist that through the love of God our Savior, all is well. I want to share a few lines from one of my favorite poets, that's the Ivorian Bernard Didier, when he says, quote, "The dead are not gone forever. They are in the flowing water, in the still water, in the lonely place, in the crowd. The dead are not dead." You are always with us, my colleagues, in the business of resetting our country and of guiding our steps through the legacies of humanness, loyalty, justice, dedication, determination, trust, and sheer hard work. Thanks for leaving these gifts with us and more of them forever. Rest.
Enti omampani abedi akire ye maame Jane Opoku Agyeman na otene nka no na woni a eye asrafo a wotigu ye ne mu baako eye ne ye meka Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensa ene ya no flight sergeant ne ye ne dia to dwaso won de onye ntumu na nyintumu kina se nikunu ofirimu na si eguso a ye kasa nyina wo hwe nanim se de okra no se wo kwa aba no so obeba na wonom do waware wabrabo a wo bo no wonom atimi atoaso.
Amusingly, I suggested we get married on your birthday, 5th July, so you our anniversary. But life had other plans. Now I am the one who would never forget that day. What would I do with all these memories that lay so fresh in my heart and mind? Though we were married for just a month, the few years of knowing you were undoubtedly the best moments of my life. On the morning of the Wednesday, I called you and I told you that I woke up very sad. I do not know why. Immediately, your first solution to everything, which was prayer, was what you suggested. We prayed, and you said you had a flight to Obuasi, and you'll be back. I'm still waiting. I do not know for how long I would continue waiting, but I'll still wait. Shame on you, death. You have not won. Christ has, because Ernest died knowing him as his Lord and Savior.
Asem no emu ya enso emekonim na eye squadron leader ono nso ne ye a chese wawo akoda foforo kra na awotwe mienu akoda na ni kuna baba behwe no ewo English abrochimemu na wose adwuma nti obedi na awotwe pese wo kwaba na obeto akoda ne din enei wo hwe ne ba bia wo hu no nti wi akire no onde na sema wo kan se de ni kunu hye ne bo se wo kwaba no aba ne sei na akoba ne sei.
2 months ago, when you held my hand in the delivery room through the birth of our beautiful baby girl, Winle Weswamu Anala, we had new hope for our future and expectations for our family and the life we wanted her to have. I expected you to stay for at least a month to help settle into our new reality. But for the love you had for our country, you had only just a week to spend with us. Before you left, Winle held you back for an extra week because she wasn't feeling well. Now I know why she was holding you back from returning to Ghana. But for your dedication to your work, you had to make the most difficult sacrifice to go and serve your country, leaving behind a sick new baby and a mother who was still healing. I did not want you to leave, but you promised me you would come rain or shine. You would return in October for Winle's christening. God, what am I going to tell her in a few years when she starts asking for her father? How do I explain the hardships she's about to face being fatherless? Was not the life we've planned for her.
Yantoaso na flying officer Manen Chum Amedu aine yaya no flight lieutenant ena ononso ne ye oye naval officer osrani saa ena odi etudwa se enei ba mwowo ebubu no gina otimi gina naso nyina aye odo a odo nikunu na nikunu so to no eno ne kurakura no sanse ade a wo ate edi a kire no no ohunu bi da no nyi ni se obehunu bi so eda.
Manin, please respond and answer me. This silence is too loud. I keep checking my phone for a message or a picture or a call. I have been checking since Wednesday. What do I do now? Everything feels surreal. And sometimes I expect you to walk in with that beautiful smile of yours. But I have been waiting since Wednesday. But I will tell your story. I will make sure that we continually remember you. You were considerate and attentive. You were very goofy. You cared for me. People say I'm carrying this thing well, but I'm here because you loved me and you loved me well. My darling, thank you so much for blessing my life with your brilliance. Thank you for sharing those few years with me. My correct better half, my lover, and my best friend. I hope you know I love you a lot more than these words can convey. I miss you. Mike, Yankee Sierra, Whiskey, Echo, Echo, Tango, Bravo, Alpha, Bravo, Yankee, Bravo, Oscar, Yankee, India, Lima, Oscar, Victor, Echo, Yankee, Oscar, Uniform.
Enyina we so na yentwe homre ba iri aka no ebeto so kwaba yento ansam no so ene dai ayiyo ayeye ma omenya brempon awahwere won kwan ya atise so no ekokoba se amanyofo ahodo memo mpanifo titiri ne ntim nyina dodo na ekotwa hia ho na abetifi mrashipedwani ameka se wopre so betu franka ade ama MPP amanyoko no yira Brian Champon ene Adom kasebo di nkombo na odi tudwa se ehun ebehia se de asie esi bibia anyewa won hunu ho nyansa yebefa ho na yato mfidie ahohia ede ama yasra Adom no kanka de ebase atorenkyem bisia odi betu anamo abasahare so yade ahohia yie pa.
ene day o me nyina yi kese a woye di gya nipa nwotwe a wonum eto anananom wansie do wabra asrafo helicopter kwahwe ase na Dr. Brian Champon no eka wonum a wo preferanka tufo di bre wan pipa manyekuo mu bi e de tu dwa se wonum a won abusuafo ato anananom wansie do no man no ene won esubomu a wonya won kra wo kire se sabre ene bra o se Ghana fo nyina ema o man no kekere ene nka nkro hu ehia wonum we de betumi bia se obeboa ma o man no akonanim
Asemwe arehusem na to Ghana. Mesan say ye impenifo a wone tu omo ho asi ho se wone som Ghana. Wo medjuma yemu na wona hwere wonkwa. Me de sa akwanya so ema abusua wona hwere wono adehye nina yakọ ma Ghana fo nina yakọ. Empo obia oye adwuma amagana ene aban oye adwuma a wafiri mu ene yenkai no memabusia ni nyina yakọ ye nyina yentu ye hunsi ho ene ye adwuma emagana yempanifo ababe bi ekọ yenso yenye ne yento aso ne yemfa nchechire Ghana
owie osan editudwa se obi biara enya manyosem emfiri se onum ebua na asrafo enya enuoma ne akande a obetumi edi wondwuma no eho wekire mu a sesei oman no bambo adwumaku ahodo no esese omu enya akande ahodo bia ebeboa amasato renchem bi mposi na anu de yi bia obetumi aso ano ntentem na enkonko base se de omanfo bi ekire wadwene sa na anu de kwan ofa so etu ho anamo no mpo anko yie no obetumi ayi afiri ho wekire se sa anamo no de enti se omode amanyosem efore no kura
any idea was here the politics. She said Ghana aturenchemi esi na sabi yentimi kra for another set of helicopters enko crash site ho. It points to some deficiencies in the execution of orders because the tools are not there to deliver.
If you're not sure, na day a nipa ensia no ye nwotwe ne yedi kansie mienu nti nsia kachire kokora wom no omapani afa kwanya no so de eye nhwiren akototo wonmo enaso abra nya de won hye adakamnemu ekora no na enye ononko na be de akire so afa be de akire hwa mbambo nsem so ne mpanifo bia ka ho na adom kase ewasie ho nti yenkohwe se de esikoye
bebi amigina yi eye military cemetery I watch Chado ahase ana mpenifo ensia a womoto anananom ewon siedo no aha ana womo ebekra wom abra dwumadie no ekoso no omampeni John Dramani Mahama ene na bedichire ene nipa edu mienu womo de nhwiren ekoto eye emoyi enade a na womo aye edi jane kwan no odwumadie no ase no Adom News nsentwofo ene adofo no ma womo ebeboa ye ma womo bekra eye mpenifo ensie ebi atwetwe nkomo
me free asiama ena me bai sena asem no bai no esese nyina impa ya hodin embetachi
I'm fi London ena bai na me bedu ye no na eyi nipa nkrofo yi ehwere omo nkwa enti no na nka me ya akọ ena me se da bi once am ye Ghana ni die ene na wo se me gina me twen na me so me de ma ho odin ta akire
bidin the Prince Owusu Esiedo Adom News
enti abaso woso nkoma Adom sentrefo na udi ayi na chifiti anopa ekosi se yekokra adehye na yefiri honom a yebate asefo ensensemu a ene eye adwerifo won mo ebodwa ne won etete nkwanchen eton nyama besa hanu na won ekire mu a Ashama Municipal Assembly na kutu won edi won firi baabi a odu odwa no se baabi otie no eye ene yetu omo anase enye ene yetu omo no kaseboyi nkire mu no ebeto so
so kopimu e wa Ashama Municipal Assembly ho no mo ene atuonomo bi nam so ama agedifo be se ahenu a ebomu etonton enema e wo pavement so manfo so a wono mo esoa etonton enema wo kwan ho wayi wono mo nyina e de afiri ho no mo we ena mpanyifo wono mo de side medi hihye so akire se wono mo ayi manfo yi afiri ho no se ne be ya bia esese manfo efa e wo kwan ho no obetumi enya akonya afa ho a bibiara enya akwansidie emfama wono mo sanso so obetumi aboa ama ka akonya mbadi ho nsem so etumi akono ntentem so esanse na bie yomanfo etonemo yi aka ho bi ama traffic aboapeso abribia
the scatter na the hammer the thing they drop it be me like that. So me, I won't ask Ghana Abai say, if we do vote or we not do vote, it be seen. The vote we they do, that means that they show we say we the country, the citizen we fool. Why Shama be the NDC town? So if we not our power, our government can power. Therefore leave us, then we hustle. We not going to go steal.
Yes, you know, that's what my come on. Engineer Omoya no, Yanin, that's all. Someone because or some mechanical crampo say, Yaman Fiasi. By a young information, be one of my best say, Yama. Yes, I need to see a trouble man is the beer. Yeah, and it's no 8 years. I go shut us 8 years. And almost a penny for 71 year, no more, you know.
Na Brian Municipal Chief Executive Freeman Chepu Edin Komono, what is saying so etuja.
For the past 1 month, we've been doing various kinds of engagements, sensitization, street announcement with a van. We have task force who are engaging the market women as they were selling on the street. We've also invited leadership to assembly to talk with them. We visited the traditional council. We visited transport unions. It is something that we have engaged all stakeholders for today's exercise.
Yemfree and also na yenko ahobambo nsemu aposifo ewo enkramantam mu mpanifo akwakire emeranto amiense bia osuse udumadi awodie ene se obotu eye etu a nkuman binom ne etise oman mu die bia ya nadodo na ebechi nipa bonfo na wo ho no didi nsamone no na chia wo chi wo mo no wokochi wo mo hyiahye no ye bro no a ewo nkra ha so mu hwehwemu efrase na adom kase bodi mu nkomo kakra.
Accra Regional Police Command eni achiri ememu amiensa bia ohunu se okura etu ewo hyiahye no ebrono bia ewo enkramantem ha se enyetu nkwa ne kura wonomu sanso eyebi ewo bia ya wonomu ewo enipa ye chiri wonomu yi wondin ene Patrick Jima wodin finhye no aduonu 9 Emmanuel se ye wodin finhye no aduonu enson ena afi Charles Somu wodin finhye no aduonu enkono aposifo echira ewonomu patrosa emano de hye so enam so ema osanabo so ne de tosonson hunu abrantie Jima ewo biaye bia abra wonomo ekire no won sane ne ye bi enhyeda entwaye eno nam so ema wonomo ehwehwe ne ho ene biaye no wo na okohunu se etoi bi ehye abrantie no ebotomu yene mo kase ehwehwemu gusua ekoso edefa sa ensemi ho a na hwehwemu kakra ye no amaye hunu se Jima eto etui edifri yeboa ena afi sumwa ho edifri islegona ana etui no bo 2000 Ghana cedis nanso eyerese wodikan ema wonomo 800 Ghana so one more emfa ento no de aka ebeba abeso one more so se ne be obetimi agetu no ho enkrata eno nam so ema aposifui osanabo so mene de to so nwotwe wa fimu a eka Jima ho ekopimu ewo nipa menu oto etui one more a ebra one more kodru ho no hu etu awodo bibiri ewo bia na one more ewo nam so ena ma aposifui eso one more epachi
kankwa isia bi enso asi ama nipa miensa mu a ena afa mu ahwero mo nkwa foforo pripra ewo eye adanse asokwa empotem hono na wochiremu a kai no na efri eye chirabunso enana eko ni wadubiase kwantempo no so baabi ene konya asan kwanhia no eye oe minibus bi na no so emu nsam no mayemfanto also
Enipa miensen eto anananom ewon siedo ewo chirabro so akwanhia siye no Abradom News Nsanchoni Azeke Nomenyo ene Former District Police Commander DSP Samson Wunyi Momuni twetwen komo afa akwanhia no ho no odi tudwas womo enyanentie na no anajo na bra womo ekodru bebi esiye no womo hu se eye bossi na a passenger fo womo eye dunan ana odi kohye ye Kia truck bia na no nso no asei na sa Kia truck yi neni echeye asimfusu we ne nam so ema anuanom bi eto anananom ewon siedo
adanse asokwa in between New Edibiase Ediba Chiraboso ho anajo be 10:30 ena enya ntie se accident kase bi esi ye rush koye na ekosi ye ne se Kia truck bia asai esi kwan na esi hwa yie de nti car bia ba or for the right hand side ena what take you overtake saa spoil car no na tanker driver we the oba no oye na adwin say obe overtake through the left hand side nti wotwom na we saa overtaking no ena ne nkyem no minim ade e wo ne car ne nkyem a ahoki the spoil car na yesi ho no ena eto no etwi ne iko a driver ne ye na adwin say ono ko nya awe na oduri Chiraboso krom no boys na mo station ne tie mu say wonyino na ekọ na eba so ne nye wonyina mo na ebe cause accident wan fi eno anse wokọ so it means that tanker driver na wasan hooki ayi kia na odi kon na chese waji ekwan ne mienu ne nyina ekọ nti oduru kwan mo baby no na OA express minibus ibi with 40 passengers if it Cape Coast eba with top speed so when they would in a lane one him say baby won him and one say what they aqua crash into the spoiled Hyundai car no tanker driver na hook or mokono
asemu bosumi we yankasa so edine de nam na afi emu hu yiye ti ya no tutu anam oye no abompa ya sire nyankopon so bekora wo yitwe homra yemfa nsem naka no ento also yama akwa ba fe ye bodwa apomden mu a mame a ogina e wo PPP amanyoko no edimu pre omampani adwamfie mpenu ne aduo no Bridget Dwobonuku e de ato bibire mu mpanimfo anim se ko ba se ye yisikase mu nseseni akontabuo ebo akontasika ho ebra na sa komasika ho bra ya yemfa apomden ho nsem enimu akotene sanse nipa wo apomden a na wade nyina.
So our agendas for political parties must have a big area for health, because indeed, when there was a pandemic, we were all crippled. So if you would have, dedicate a large part of your resources to health and to health research for each political party, it would be a good thing. Unfortunately, when we think about governance and power, there are certain things that we don't pay much attention to. We need to invest in research, as he said. We have research institutions in Ghana, but they are poorly funded. And it's only when we have a crisis that we get up and start calling on them. Our political parties, and those of us who are not in power, these are some of the things we must draw attention to and push for the health and indeed education of health work.
Afe yenko edwadie mu na ene edwadifo ma wono eton bayere ewo okanhyi na wono gi twi eba Adom TV abobo ano ani nyina ne se brebi odo akosem batu yanim se ba bi omotie no emefo echimo munsa to mochi agi asase ne dia mo bi fufura de container bia besisi wo abrodo akosem baaye ne yedi tu dwade akire no ene o kira onsa ka ba bia na odi wondwa no ama wonsa beko ano na ewiase mu do watwe akohwe nkwa no wontwene kohwe wu ntine se fata so ba ebeda asese dia boa sansa krofa de ode kire no na nkomodi a wode ebaaye ne bini.
Sebe kaya Adom kase na wotwe kakra twa mu bomamane se omanfo bi won moton bayre wo kwan ho wo kan hyi wo nkramantem ha ade ba betu yenim se Accra Metropolitan Assembly ade ba betu dwa se enchibia wo ba bi won mo ede efi be ya won mo eton enema no ema yebo anan ede ko bia ho no mo kohwe se na nema etie nenso se yenim kase ema won moton bayre do na kosem ebetu yenim yi ene wa kire se tu na nka em pese wo tu won mo no enya ammaso na we no nanti se nyina ne se ode aseda PSC na ekọ ede ama Adom se bra wono mode wona kosem ebetu yanimi yamano anso wayenso ebu akire ehwe nokra na ewumu a eni enam so ama tu na kepesi gitu wono mu no enya ambaso ne mum no yama wono mu biaye pa atena ama wono mu edi bondwa
be 1 month ni ena yete okanhyi pavement so eto ade na nkrofo bi yese omutu ya no de container ba besi wo enti yeni ho antwo ni nisuo ni ade beda Adom FM ebeka ya sa mo kire mo ampa mo so mudi ho dwuma maaye dwuma die na mudi ye no nyame aye mo akasa ama na dura kiri
na minim se pavement so etimi ye container ama ne si wo ma ne ye a ya so ye kuta ampampan apampan ene ye di si o table krankan ene ye di si wo ton ade enim de baaye yesi en sorry omfa container emesi wo nyame adom ye de beda amono mudi boaye yayi container no
ya asema ye nyaa na nka minim se Adom efemfo omo we ahobrase saada ye bampo na mes Adom efemfo abrofo yi ombagi ye omo se amomi yenko ne yenko hwe na ye ba se ne Adom efem gi ye no Fisa ada ne bepem ne mi yi mi radio free hoda
Wana mo den nsem sin so etudwa
Yenya baby ya tete kwano a baby ete anete omo mpese e betena baby a yete dada na omo di container mbesi wo omo tutu omo mpese e betena okura
no kura ni nyame ye population ye wo park no so ye do so sin baby omo pese omo de maye no de bia no ane so omo hunahuna omo kase ye mra meeting ne ye ko meeting no omo mayen nkase bi
Afe ebraso se yekọ agodie mu nsemu na Bernard Padi Botwe nyame ba mane na tie woni tiri ho pa ode de aka nyina etoaso
kwa ba de ba Adom kase Adom TV ena woni go so a wo hwe na brewedu semede akokensem ansama promedina de nyame ba Bernard Padi Botwe nsha se mfi nyame Adom akwasi da match ba kwa etodwa ewa Accra Sports and gbese manche Homo Peace Cup eno ena ba so House of Folk and Ekpando out of Lions the Bobology Boys and the Pem so ba share Hereford head coach Adom out of Lions that to just say den obekuma so folk edi
and Shaya idea at Tumuse, after deep swapper, or my idea no more. If you say to no head there, which means and then nature to know, then you need to be I just say the open. Head there, you better to see, but you had to see no, you bet your best say the bear. By the time I leave, no, ever leave no. Now, Bobo might is very big to be a best share, no man, and you better make sure say, your place now, Obia Benya will be about matches, said the bear. By the time we start the league, then we have the team cohesion and then the team bonding is absolutely in place. I'm a head coach. That's Emma.
Yes, I know. Any some copium ewo ho ayede e mo ye ne die chi papa de betodwa bia ne fan kamo ye da ne fan twensen fu from mba women's carpet to dwa wo man kan ma ye mba no Guinness no omo no mo di kan police ladies omo na jo man kan name ewo women cup of Champions League name ewo mo obi man so Ivory Coast na no na coach the man ban police ladies koku papa ni den Yusuf Basigiri atudwa say omo say group omo na group B omo ne Boboko bi to say Bayelsa Queens and support and also sportive de Goza and Sam Nelly and the Pem so group B and then your group more the year crack ma my Ghana na we say more din kakra de na so coach e patch say den on be advance no ma qualify the more my Ghana. Yes, and you know, any their coach here, the two Jana, ya say, oh, the answer, Sana Fishers in the corner, answer, Sana Mine Ghana, coach Babuko Mbayawan or more Asher, no Medin Ediamo Mine Ghana, yes, and no a police ladies, and almost one to more group B, or more L group B, or more and Major Mine Ghana, Barcel, Bayelsa Queens, or more and more L group B sounds so, and a Bobuquani DND, Sportive de La Cosa, and our face so Sam Nelly, or more any Bobukomi and San Ghana, police ladies, and on my Pim, so they are qualifying, Asher, say we call. The next stage of the group stage now, and then some PM police this and about one kind of we can see no and some meeting at Nyame ba Bernard Padi Botwe Nana say and Pofoje it was so.
Afe yenko wie ewa ni gidie mu na osempakani Dina Asamo Osaya dwomtuni na dia tudwa se aban hye se ene Yankopon ma wani suade hunu bia na se unya yikyire bia fabre mpanimfo na won mu hwem ntu anamo no enya de beboa Yankopon asem de yemfa mra kwan so sa
Mtini a waji din Dina Samoa ede nsam itudwa ewo nipa nwotwe yiye ya woye edija won kwan ene dey ase na ochese waji nkomhye di pa nanso ebra aban asoye ede saa nsam yi ebetudwa no de nanka enye ne bre kora esese wotu saa na mo no kora eno da nchen a na mo ntoi ebebie kwan ama won mumpo a won komhye no onim se eya atro na mfa kwan mu no wonyina eba begie ginam akoma mpani atena yakwa ye nuoma ensem fra ho okira eno de enya de ebeboa kora
efa ba bi no Eya kakra but me die kame Ibrahim die kayenyai because the Bible say brane kwa yoya atro difo ebedroso na ya hwe yi a ye be sori dako no obi atam toilet akogina jubiri se Awurade say onfa mepeti ho nyina nya se o ma wo ho nyina bewu eba sa so ye ntimi ntra ho ntimi mesre se ndi anke ye ntwentwen so ansa
Ebegyina we so de kase de bro na nwumre nyina si. Ye fem na say ampofoje na se enko ema production team nyina. Ye be se hye biem.